Luis.
¿Qué pasó, yo?
Good job, Luis. So yeah, we have this Rezvani Tank. This is the military edition, which is the bulletproof one, which basically starts at $260,000. Probably more, has a lot of options. You go on their website, there's a million things. I don't know them personally, but you know, and I don't like talking bad, but I don't make up things. And this car came to us for a good reason. The bumper fell off.
Ooh, in the same place?
It won't come off ever again?
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright guys, we are standing in front of Chris Brown's Rezvani Tank. This is that military edition tank, so that means it's fully bulletproof. It's pretty outrageous looking, it's futuristic looking, it looks like a alien car, honestly. We've seen the Rezvanis before, we did some rap on another one. They're cool, you know, they're based off the Jeep chassis and they modify it. A lot of work goes into it, we could appreciate that. But yeah, this car came in because the bumper fell off. Kind of disappointed on that one because these bumpers, they're actually made out of, I'm not even sure, they're just not metal. They might be carbon or, I don't know, fiberglass or something, but it's pretty light. And the way the bumper was held on was not that great, so it literally just fell off. And for a bulletproof car, for this to be so flimsy is a little bit odd. So a little bit disappointed on that, but we actually had to bolt on the brackets as opposed to how they had it before. So now it's not gonna fall off anymore. But again, like I said, it's usually these kind of cars get like metal bumpers, and this is not metal, you know, so that's kind of weird. Other than that, yeah, I mean, a lot of custom work goes into it, so the build quality is not fantastic in my opinion. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but it is pretty cool custom truck, honestly. It's very powerful. I think on their website it says 1,000 horsepower, but that's not true. It does have a lot of power though. It's fully bulletproof, all the glass, windows, all that bulletproof. Really crazy. That means you can only bring the windows down a little bit, and the doors are extremely heavy, so every time you open, close it, you know, it takes a lot of effort. A lot of things break when it's that heavy, unfortunately. This car has a lot of lights all over, strobe lights, it has police sirens, it has all that stuff. It actually has a smoke screen button as well, but we didn't play with that. It's supposed to emit smoke to defer potential ops. The color is really cool. It's like a desert tan color. It is painted, I believe, so it's got some areas coming off, cracking, all that kind of stuff. The wheels are really badass as well. They're also military tan color, and it's got some beefy tires. Good suspension on there too. Drives really well, actually. I'm impressed with the way it drives, and it feels very light even though it's super heavy. You know, if you open the door, as you guys already know, the Rezvani Tank has a suicide door in the back. You know, this thing is fully bulletproof. It also has deadbolts, so you press a button, the deadbolts come out, and technically they can't open the door. So it's supposed to have electrified doors, but I don't think it has that feature because that's very illegal. So I don't think it has that. We could pan over to the back. This is where it really looks, you know, Martian-like. Obviously the lights are crazy. It does have a little trunk, which is kind of cool. Opens up, so you can put your belongings in here. And then obviously it's got the bulletproof glass in the back, so shooting in can't get inside the cabin. I think that this coolant thing, yeah, I think this coolant thing is actually for the smoke device. We'll try to play with that right now. Let us know what you guys think. Honestly, no pun to Rezvani. There's a lot of little issues. For something that costs about $300,000, pretty wild. Like I said, the front bumper literally just fell off. So we did that, we fixed that, changed the battery. We're gonna see what else Mr. Brown wants to do to it. But yeah, this is a wild car. Honestly, really cool to see something like this because it's so custom. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this Rezvani Tank. right, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me over those giant fans in the front of this car. We just took it out. This is the second tuned and exhaust, technically stage 2 Black Series in the world. This is the only one in the United States that we know of that has actual downpipe and a tune. It's ridiculous. This car has no traction currently. It's a battle keeping it under control if you have the traction off. If you have it on and you press the throttle, it just bogs down. So we had to get a little bit wild with it, turned it off a little bit, but man, this thing is a monster. Mercedes-Benz hasn't impressed me for a while, but this is, I mean, to me, this is not even a Mercedes-Benz. This is like an AMG race car. So crazy stuff right here. Like I said, downpipes and a tune as well, stage 2 tune. So a little bit more pop to it, a little bit more fueling. As you guys already know, we full satin clear brought this car. It has red wrapped accents on it as well. And we put some hub-centric spacers to space it out for a wider track. Other than that, it's bone stock. It's a monster. Really, really impressed with this Black Series. But yeah, now it probably makes another 85 to 90 horsepower on top of it. So crazy car right here. So hope you guys enjoy it.
What song?
That's BMW.
Yeah, that's the basic one. This car is 600,000. That's one.
Oh man, 600 grand, crazy.
No, it is.
I
No,
think
man.
600, maybe like 5, maybe $500,000.
How much is the car? What do you think? How much is this car? How much is this car, boss?
450.
How much is this car?
500.
It's 580,000.
How do you know?
Because
he
I know
sits
about
there
cars.
And he YouTubes cars instead of working on his job. He sits there and he YouTubes
Here,
cars.
there's one for sale, 350.
This one actually, I think he bought it for 380, second hand. But this package, everything on this car is probably 200 grand, like on top, at least. This engine package is over 30 grand, just alone. The exterior package is like maybe 80, 90. There's some interior. Inside the headliner, it has gauges in the middle.
This is interior
You don't
lights.
see that.
You know this car has a starlights too? Oh, this one doesn't have it? But they have an option, you can get a starlights here. This is the gauges.
This is the gauges.
This is gauge.
gauge.
This one over BMW any day. Any BMW.
Oh yeah. BMW sucks.
100%. BMW will never be like Mercedes. Ever.
Bro, this is not a
Light up
Mercedes.
Brabus
You
and
cannot say this is a Mercedes.
It
It's a
is
Brabus.
Mercedes.
It's not. It's a Brabus. It's not a Mercedes.
There's a Mercedes sign right in front, inside the steering wheel.
Yeah, but this is not a Mercedes. It's a Brabus. This one doesn't. Engine doesn't consider a Mercedes. It's a Brabus engine, Brabus interior, and Brabus package.
Mercedes on BMW.
Bro, this is not a Mercedes.
And that's the end of that.
Imbeciles.
Oh, sorry.
Imbeciles.
Mercedes.
This is not a Mercedes. See, that's how much you know about cars. This is not a Mercedes. Hey, you ruined all my Jesus.
The whole podcast opens up talking about your skinny jeans, you know that? All right, guys, we dropped our second episode of the RDB podcast. It's on our second YouTube channel. If you search RDB podcast, it pops up. We're getting rapid subscribers. We have about, last time I checked, we had like 4,000 views already on the secondary channel, which is really dope. We appreciate you guys watching and listening. Again, we don't have to do a podcast, but we want to do it for, everybody watching. So make sure to go on the RDB Podcast YouTube channel, subscribe to our main channel. We also are dropping it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search RDB Podcast. So yeah, we talk about a lot of stuff. We had 2 guest appearances by our employees. We talk shop antics, we talk about business, we talk about COVID, we talk about all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be doing it every Wednesday. We're dropping it every Wednesday morning from this point on. So check it out. Let us know how you feel about it.
We have a special guest.